Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. It is officially August, so time for the July budget review. Wasn't a bad month. Okay, yeah, it was a bad month. It was good. It was good monthly bills and shopping wise, but there was just a lot of expenses, but you'll see that. So let's just get into it. Again, I apologize for the second camera in the face, but I like the double filming thing, so I'm gonna do that again. You guys said you liked that much better last month, so I'm gonna start this guy up and we'll just get right into it. So of course, I always start with my income. And currently still, I just have my W-2 income. And same as always, my minimum monthly income that I will make every month without any overtime or extra shift differential or anything like that is $5,360. My actual income for the month of July was a little bit higher because I worked the 4th of July holiday and I had a little overtime, so it was $5,537.21. I don't have any rental income yet because, as you guys know, that's a process that we're going through. So I am gonna make a video kind of outlining my experience with buying my first rental property from start to finish, because as I mentioned in my Transfer Tuesday video, it's almost been a year now. Can we not fight? Yo. Cat. Oh, sorry, cats. It'll be a year next month that I have been working on that purchase, and the whole situation since then has just been kind of not the best, but as always, I'm not discouraged, and I'll explain every detail of that in the video to come. Should be up next week. So keep moving. My expenses, my rent, always $1,000 a month. As you guys know, I live in this basement apartment with everything included, and that's kind of awesome. I mean, I kind of hate it, but it's financially awesome. Everything's included in the Wi-Fi, so not bad, especially in this area. It's super expensive. I've been trying to move for the last year, and it's like nothing even compares, and it's really weird once you spend such a small amount on your rent. For me, it's like I don't ever want to pay a penny more, so it's kind of ridiculous, but it is what it is. My next monthly bill, of course, is my student loans, which you all know are on forbearance from the CARES Act, and hopefully we'll hear this month sometime about what's going to be happening next month, since they're only on forbearance as of right now until the end of September. So hopefully we get some kind of update on what's going on with those, but as you guys know, that's what I'm saving up for on the side. So I didn't actually pay anything towards them, but we'll cover my savings towards them later on. Next item is my gym membership, always $22.99. Good old Netflix, $17.99. And that's, of course, exactly what I paid. Gotta love those automatic bills. My cell phone, and yes, I still pay Sprint, so whoever wants to come at me for saying it's T-Mobile now, where I was a Sprint customer, I still pay through Sprint. So $60, and that's exactly what it was. My grocery budget, or dining out, I almost always budget $300. Okay, went a little over, $421.01. So, like I said, it wasn't a big shopping month or anything like that, but I did. So this month was my cousin's wedding, and prior to that, of course, like all the bachelorette activities, bridal shower, all that kind of thing. So it was a bit more expensive eating out wise, as well as gas to get up to Maine and back a couple times. Can you please get your paw out of here? So my gas and car wash budget is $60, but I actually spent $82.17 this month just because of all the extra driving, which is no big deal. I love going home for visits. So doing good so far. Honey, don't attack. And then of course You guys, I'm sorry about my kitten. And the banging upstairs, because that's just what you live with when you live in a basement, even though I just texted my landlord and said, can we please stop the banging? I'm trying to film a video. Oh, I didn't realize. Teddy, will you knock it off? So chiropractor, I only got to him once, twice this month. I normally try to go 4 times, and he's $40 a pop. But I only went twice, so I only spent $80, so we're a little under budget there. And you guys know my one treat yourself moment every month is my monthly massage, which is always $75, and that's exactly what I spent. Pet supplies. I budget $25, and I actually spent $68.78, but I actually spent $0 on pet supplies over the last 3 months. So it all evens out, you know, whatever. It's like I just save up until I need things, and then I do a Chewy order. So it's like, that's always how it goes, you know. So that was $43.78 over, not a big deal. Okay, shopping. You guys, I am so proud of myself for this one. I budget $300 usually. I only spent $49.26 in shopping. Where's my pen? Kitten took off with it. Okay. So that, oh my god, what did he do here? Well, it's broken. That's okay. $250.74 under. That is awesome. Pretty dang good. Okay, I don't know what happened in these next 2 categories. Well, that's not true. I do. Investing, you know, I've tried to budget $125. Like, it just wasn't in the cards just because of all the other expenses. Excuse me. All of the other expenses I had this month, which I am going to go into more detail. There, take that. In just a minute, as you'll see. But I didn't end up investing anything because... woof. And donating, like, I just forgot, and like, I suck, I don't know. I'm not gonna call those under budget just because they're, I don't know, they're just shit I should have done that I didn't do. You know how it is. Okay, and now here comes the fun stuff. Other unplanned activities, which I should have planned better for, but I just, like, don't know how to preemptively budget for this shit, so... we're just gonna lump the bridal shower, bachelorette night, wedding things into wedding activities. I budgeted $0. Between all of those things, I spent $626.77. Luckily, I had already bought the wedding gift last year because they were supposed to get married last year. So that was a couple $100 I didn't have to spend today, but still kind of, yeah. Parking ticket, whoops. You know, whatever. Whoops. $38.50. That was unplanned. Okay, the next item is my Easy Pass, which is my like toll booth fast pass, and didn't budget for that, but it automatically replenishes every time it gets low, which the only time I use it is when I go back and forth to Maine, but that replenished at $30. And then a vet visit. So Pepe had a one of his last booster shots, so that was a $43 visit this month. And now here we go, rental property things. I didn't budget for these because, you know, that's what I do. But if you watched my Transfer Tuesday video the other day, you know that I have to pay to repair all of the damages from the shit show that the last tenant left for us. So the locks were changed. He's out, or him and his family, I guess, are out, but they left a disaster. So tons of furniture and food and kids' toys and just all kinds of crap. So the property management company has to rent a dumpster and hire a clean out team, get the lawn back under control and all that kind of thing. So I have to pay for that out of pocket, which is fine. And since as you know, the tenant stopped paying rent like back in April or maybe before that. So I am covering the mortgage out of pocket right now, as well as the gas bill, since he's not paying the gas either. So the dumpster rental and clean out estimate were $1,250. So I paid half of that up front to get the cleaning crew started, and then I'll pay the other half whenever they're done, which will fall sometime in this month of August. So I paid half of that, which was $625. I paid $206.35 for the mortgage and $24.81 for the gas bill for July. So all of that totaled to $1,031.16. And then in August, I'll pay, like I said, the other $625 for the dumpster and cleanup, and I'll pay. I'm mailing off a check today for $175 to pay for the lock change out. And once all that is cleaned out, they're going to give me a bill for pest control to come in and clean that out. So I don't have a final total on everything. There'll be more to come in August, but that's okay. As I've said a million times, like, I was compensated in the purchase price for this kind of thing, but only about $5,000 worth. So, you know, this is my third month paying the mortgage without him paying rent. And now these repairs are getting kind of pricey. Either way, it doesn't matter. Even if it goes over $5,000, it's all good. Like, we'll get a new tenant in there eventually, and it'll totally be worth it. I mean, this house was so cheap, and the rent will be good once it is coming in. I'm not really worried about all of this for you people who are like, oh my God, you dumbass, why did you buy a rental property? Look at what you have to deal with. Like, whatever. Like, I did my research. I knew what I was getting into going into it. I'm not scared, get all this shitty shit. It's just how life happens to me. And again, I'll explain this in the video about the whole purchase. Like, it's just been a disaster from the get-go, but I think it's just life testing my resolve. But I very much plan to continue forward with investing in rental properties. So that's just how it is. All right. Now, for the debt category. As you guys know, I spent the last 2.5 years paying off all of my debt other than my federal student loans. So I paid off all my private student loans. When I got this job at the beginning of 2018, I paid off all my credit cards. I had a car loan at the time. That car went to shit. I bought another car, paid that off real quick. So I have no debt left other than these federal student loans, which y'all know my balance, $185,900.22. And of course, they've been on forbearance since I think April 29th, 2020. Just when I was about to start paying extra on them, because that's about the time I paid off my new car, maybe a few months before that, but it doesn't matter. They've been in forbearance, and it has allowed me time to build up my emergency fund, so it's all good. But now, as you know, in June, I switched gears from saving for that emergency fund, or my sinking fund's pretty well done with, almost. But I've switched gears because I do have a goal of paying $30,000 on my student loans in 2021. So I kind of started halfway through the year, so I'm a little behind. And now these kind of expensive, like the wedding and the expenses I'm now paying for the rental property were not really planned for. So I'm set back a little bit, but it's not a big deal. So previously, I think back in June, what did I have saved? I had $5,500 saved up towards my student loans. And so for the month of July, I was able to save up another $1,800 for them. So now we're at $7,300 total saved up for my student loans, which I'm going to pay a lump sum whenever the repayment kicks back in and interest rates kick back in and all of that. So if I subtract the amount I have saved from my total balance, that would leave a balance of $178,600.22. Slowly but surely getting there. Slowly. And then the next category has been my sinking funds, which, like I said, you guys know I was spent the first half of this year getting my emergency fund up to $10,000, at least my general emergency fund. And we have done that. Whenever that happened, I don't remember. May, something like that. So, of course, that is, wow, remaining. Learn how to spell. 0. And then the other sinking fund I had for the year was my Roth IRA for 2021. You guys, I just don't know if that's going to happen. I just don't know. As you know, you can pay $6,000 a year towards those, and I have only contributed $785. So I could contribute another $5,215. Like I said, I don't know. It's not my priority. And I know you're going to think I'm crazy. Like, retirement funds should be your focus. But it just... I've probably alluded to this, and I probably will explain it for more in videos to come. But I'm not worried about retirement savings. Like, I plan on building a rental portfolio that by the time I retire can totally sustain me. I'm not ever going to really elevate my standard of living. I can't imagine I will. I'm always going to be a cheapskate. It's just in my nature. So I'm not going to totally, like, I'm not going to hit retirement and it's like, okay, sell everything. I don't want to do anything. Like, why would I do that? I plan on having rental income hopefully till the day I die, or can no longer like mentally handle, you know, I don't have the mental capacity to even be a passive landlord anymore. So I'm not so hot and heavy about having $1.5 million or $2 million saved by the time I'm 65 or whatever. If it happens, okay, but like I plan to have rental income throughout my retirement. So I'm just not super worried about having a big 401k or making sure my Roth is fully plumped up every year. It's just, it is what it is. I'll get to it when I can, but it's just not my priority. Like, my priority is getting rid of those damn loans so I can walk away from this damn job. End of story. Okay. And then y'all know I'm saving up for a kind of car, vet, and medical slush fund, emergency fund, whatever, of $2,000, and I have $1,000 of that saved. Obviously, I'm still 1,000 shy, which brings us up to the top of, my July money goal was to save that additional 1,000 so I can be totally done with emergency funds. But yeah, that didn't happen. That just didn't happen. Nope. Nope. I don't know. I just don't care. I care. But my student loans, they are hands down my priority now. When I set a goal for myself, and I've publicly put it out there to you all that I want $30,000 paid off my student loans this year, nothing else matters. Nothing else. Who cares? I have $1,000 already saved towards that kind of shit. If it comes up, I have a $10,000 general emergency fund for if shit comes up. I can't ever imagine, knock on wood, a moment in time where I would need more than $11,000 in cash. It could happen, obviously, but the likelihood, plus, I have, all of my credit cards are fully open. I do not carry a credit card balance. I have tons of open credit. Who cares, right? Who cares? It's not my priority. All right, August money goal. I think I'm just gonna give up on the other 1,000 to the vet medical. It's just, let it go for now. You know, maybe next year. Definitely next year, but August and the rest of this year, student loans. So I had in June or July July, whatever it was, when I switched gears to focusing on student loans, I said, okay, I have 7 months left. I need to save X amount of dollars each month to hit that $30,000 goal. The bulk of which are coming from October. I have a $10,000 goal for the month of October alone, just because my work schedule. I'll spare you the details on that right now, but basically I know I'm going to be working 12-hour shifts, 4 on, 1 off, 4 on, 1 off for the whole month of October. It's a ton of overtime, I'm on nights, so it's a ton of shift differential. So we make a lot of extra money that month, and that happens every 18 months at my job. So $10,000 is my October goal, and then the other months, I think every month I have like $34-ish $100 goal that needs to be set aside to make that $30,000 goal. But for August, I already know I'm going to have to be paying the other half of that cleaning and rental property maintenance situation, as well as I'll be getting the bill for the pest control, or the pest service. I'm sorry about the banging, and I have no idea really how much that's going to be. I don't know if it's going to be like a few hundred, a few thousand. I don't know, like tent the house. I have no freaking idea. Doesn't matter. I don't know. Take it as it comes. So August, I think I'm just gonna say, I think I'm gonna be gentle on myself, because I think I can make it up. I hope I can make it up in, the other months, because like I said, Tuesday, wow, train of thought just went choo-choo out the window. Where was I going with that? Oh yeah, like I said in my Transfer Tuesday video this week, I if it comes to the end of the year and I don't have the full 30,000, it is what it is. I'll make it up next year. Nothing I can do about it, but I'm gonna try my hardest to get as close as I can. Now I'm rambling. So August, what are we doing here? I think I'm gonna say 1,500 to student loans, and just hope for the best. Maybe it'll be more than that. That'd be great. But I think, trying to save the 3,400 on top of those expenses from the rental property is just not feasible. But it doesn't matter. I'll make it up somewhere. It's all good. It's gonna be good. But that'll definitely put me, I'm at 7,300 saved right now. That'll definitely put me over the 7,600 I want by the end of September, which, as y'all know, that's the amount of outstanding interest on this $185,900. It's like $7,672-ish just in interest alone. So as long as when the payments come due, when the interest kicks back in, if that unpaid interest can stop compounding more interest, that'll make my day. So we'll have no problem getting to 7670 by the time the end of September comes. So that's exciting. Yay. One thing that's going right, not that this isn't going right, like I have very drastic, very grand goals for myself. Like paying $30,000 towards loans in 1 year is like a freaking lot, let alone cramming it into 7 months. Yeah, I started in June, switching to loans. Like, that's insane. But you know what? I'm happy I can do it. That's why I live in this loud ass fucking apartment, because it is cheap. Cheap, because I have a goal. I want this debt off my back. I want it gone. It's been way too long, has it been a burden in my life. And already, if I pay these loans off by 2025, which is my goal, I'm already going to be 40 years old, which is sad. Like, I'm horribly in those like grand statistics where millennials aren't charted to pay their student loans off until they're in their 40s, and then they're starting from square one again. It's like, yeah, that's me, totally me. But it doesn't matter. Like, I'm also trying to build rental income on the side. Hi, honey. It's all good. It's all good. I have big goals because I have big plans. Big freaking plans. That's what it's all about, right, Pepe? Yeah, you too. You don't even know it. okay. Life's gonna be looking so good one day, and that's what counts. So if you made it this long through my ramble, bless your heart. We don't need that going anymore. Thank you guys so much for watching. I always appreciate it. Feel free to subscribe if you want to join this crazy journey, because I am documenting my journey from $185,900.22 to zero. So, and of course, into the positive, let's hope. So it's gonna be great. I'd love for you to join. Like I said, next week will be my video about my whole rental property purchase journey and all the craziness there. So I guess I will catch you guys in that video. Bye.